And of course, the trade deadline is already passed, so this couldn't happen. But I was kind of, hoping maybe they probably could pull the sheets over Michael Jordan's eyes and them, and they get Kemba Walker. But Reggie Jackson has not worked out like I thought he would when he first came from OKC. I think it's just him and Stan Van Gundy is not on the same page, but he got this injury, and they need him back soon because he can help out with Drummond and Blake Griffin. But there is no timetable as far as I know for when he's going to be back. At this point, but Kyron should be ashamed of himself. George Jefferson over Derrick Rose, but Cavaliers made the trade, and I like to trade. We're going to see, what happens, from there. I think, we're going to get a better playoffs, with these guys, and more energy because these guys are younger and these guys, they just want to win. You don't have a lot of guys that's accomplished that can say, you know what? Hey man, don't be talking to me like that. I think you got people that just get down, and roll. So, we're going to get into the All-Star break, at this point. So All-Star break is coming up. We got some games tonight, and we only got 2 games tomorrow. I think it's the Lakers play the Timberwolves, and Milwaukee plays. Who is it? Is it Chicago or something like that? But it's 2 games, tomorrow. And then after that, we get into the All-Star weekend and all the festivities and everything. So Denver versus Milwaukee and the Lakers versus Minnesota. So all the games are going tonight. And then we got 2 games tomorrow. So All-Star weekend is always funny. It's always, it's kind of like, what are we going to get? Are we going to get something that really surprises us, or are we going to get something that's really entertaining? And it's always led to, 3 things. And actually, I'm going to add a 4th one. So, Rising Star game, the 3-point contest, the slam dunk, and, of course, the actual All-Star game. So, I'm going to give you my picks. And you can give me your picks in the Wait a Minute Show chat room and let me know, what you feel, how you feeling, about my picks and just my thought process, with these games. So the first up is the Rising Star game. So it's the world team versus the U.S. team. And obviously, guys, this has become a global league. And you got a lot of guys from other countries that's going to be playing in this game, but you got guys from the U.S. is going to be playing this game. So who I like in this game, very simple, I'm going to take the U.S. team. Now, I may be, a little biased and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll say a little biased, but I think the biggest thing that's going to be the difference maker in this game is 3 guys. 3 very young guys, but 3 guys that people are expecting a lot from. And one of them is Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. An angry black man saying he's taking the world. Jason Tatum has stepped into this role and performed better than what people expected. Obviously, he got more minutes with a guy like Gordon Hayward going down because everybody's going to get more minutes with Gordon Hayward going down. But Jason Tatum is a guy I think that will play a big part in winning this game. Dennis Smith Jr., he has shown that he is about that life, down in Dallas. But I think the biggest thing is that a guy like Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz, especially how the Jazz have been playing, I think the last 9 or 10 games. I think they won 9 in a row. They might have won 10, in a row. He is showing out, and the one thing I can say, you have 1 good game, you get 2 good games. People are like, okay, 3 games, okay, 4. Now I got to start paying attention. 5, 6, 7. Once when you get to 9 wins and you're one of those major parts of that win, people are starting to be like, you know what? We got to figure out how to slow this dude down. We got to figure out how to get this guy. And I think where he's at right now, I got him taking over the game. I think Donovan Mitchell is going to show out in this game, and there ain't going to be nobody that can do anything with him. Of course, it's not going to be that much of a defensive game, but I think he's going to probably be MVP of that game, and everything, but he's going to be the biggest thing. Angry Black Man said Mitchell is balling with not a lot of national media attention. Jazz have a gym. You're absolutely right, Angry Black Man. I am very surprised because I was expecting them to take a dramatic step back with Gordon Hayward leaving, and you got Rudy Gobert that was injured, but like Joe Ingles, Joe Ingles, he's been balling. Then they got Gobert back, and Joe Johnson is gone, at this point, but it's kind of like right on time. At this point, Joe Johnson don't stay, places too long, anyway, but yeah, Donovan Mitchell is the reason why this team is in the running to try and make the playoffs, and this could. I don't want to put this pressure on the kid because he's still young, But remember when the Bucks drafted Dirk Nowitzki, and they traded, I think it was for Tractor Trailer. I think it was Robert Traylor. They traded for Robert Traylor, and of course Dirk went to Dallas, and the rest is history. There was another trade, kind of similar like that. George Hill, Angry Black Man. You were just talking about George Hill. George Hill was sent to Indiana for Kawhi Leonard, and now Kawhi is not, Dirk or anything, but he definitely panned out, and Denver, if I remember right, they had that draft pick and they drafted him and traded him to Utah. So maybe this is what, Utah has, and a guy like Donovan Mitchell. But he is balling, and he ain't scared. He ain't scared. And Ron is in the chat room talking about the ladies are skating. So we do got the Winter Olympics going on, ladies and gentlemen. So it is folks out there ice skating and going down, the pipe like Shaun White, and all that stuff. But shouts out to Tori Lee. She's in the building as well. Thank you for dropping in. But next up is the 3-point contest. So the people that's in the 3-point contest, you got Eric Gordon, Devin Booker, Klay Thompson, Bradley Beal, Wayne Ellington, Kyle Lowry, Tobias Harris, and Paul George. Now, I'm not going through all these people. I think it's going to come down to 3 people. I think it's going to come down to Klay, Eric Gordon, and then you got to put in maybe like a wild card that nobody thought about. I'm going to put Wayne Ellington, in there. Those are going to be my final 3. Now, who I got winning, because Paul George, I just think, his form for shooting, because the 3-point contest is totally different, than shooting a 3 in a regular game, So I just don't think their mechanics, if you will, is built for Paul George, Tobias Harris, Kyle Lowry, I even Bradley Beal. I just don't think their mechanics is built for the 3-point contest. Devin Booker could still get in there, but I just got him on the outside looking in because I got to have a dark horse. Devin Booker did, decent, I think, last year. So the 3 I got again, Eric Gordon, Klay Thompson, and Wayne Ellington. So easily, I'm going to go with, if I remember right, last year, Eric Gordon won. I'm going to go with Eric Gordon again. He has it figured out. He knows how to win. He can get hot, and Klay will probably be his biggest foe. And I say that and watch Klay get eliminated in the first round. But I'm gonna go with Eric Gordon. I think he'll go back to back, and win a title. I don't even know. And now Angry Black Man said Klay is gonna win it. I don't know how I really feel. The dunk contest, let me just say this. I'm just going to pick somebody and move on. Because the expectations that we have from the dunk contest, it seems like we get it. and then we go through a drought, and then we'll get it again. Because I mean, Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, that was magical. You know, that was like it was magical. You know, those guys going up, against each other. Seeing like Vince Carter, what he did, Jason Richardson. You know, you don't get that all the time. So I don't know. I don't think we have anyone in the dunk contest that is going to do that. And the dunk contest participants is Victor Oladipo, Donovan Mitchell, Larry Nance Jr., and Dennis Smith Jr. I'm gonna say I'm gonna eliminate two people right away. Donovan Mitchell and Dennis Smith Jr. I don't see them doing anything. They're playing in the Rising, Stars game, and other things going to be going on and all that stuff. So I think that their focus is going to be, on that, not necessarily, the dunk contest. So I think it's going to come down to Victor Oladipo and Larry Nance Jr. Now, I don't know if anyone has ever seen Larry Nance Jr.'s father, Larry Nance, who played for the Suns and also played for the Cleveland Cavaliers as well. So that's another great thing about Larry Nance Jr. being in Cleveland, is that now he's playing on the same team that his father had played for. But Larry Nance Jr. is like NBA Jam. This brother just hangs in the air. That's a different type of hop you got. It's people that can get up. It's people that glide. But then there's folks that just hang in the air. Just pause and hang in the air. And Larry Nance Jr. is one of those guys. He's about, 6'9", 6'10", so he's a big, long body. He can do things that smaller players wouldn't be able to do. He can use a bunch of off the, floor, off the backboard, and again, using his hang time. I'm going to go with Larry Nance Jr. It comes down to him and Victor Oladipo. I think Victor can do only so much. I just hope it doesn't get to too much of this whole showmanship. Because, like Aaron Gordon, I enjoyed so much, the previous year when him and Zach LaVine, went at it. But then he followed up the next year coming out in the tux, and all this stuff. And it just, to me, I'm like, that's too much, man. It was just entirely too much. It was more like you're trying to sell me on something. And if you don't make the dunk the first time, then that just kills the whole thing. Just go out there, do the dunk, But I think Larry Nance Jr. is going to be the first person that do a front flip and just dunk, without a trampoline. That's how much hang time this dude got, Angry Black Man again is saying, I'll take Donovan Mitchell. This weekend will be his coming out party. And Angry Black Man also said, JB, I'm keeping our all-star picks to review next week. Yeah, we can review it next week. Yeah, we can do that. I like that. And last but not least, and Mac Farrell just gave us an update. Clippers 126, Celtics 116. But Team LeBron versus Team Steph. I was totally on the Team LeBron wagon when he made his selections. You heard this in previous shows. But LeBron is... I'm not going to put that evil on LeBron. I'm not going to put that evil on LeBron and say he jinxed them people, but he lost 4 quality guys. Now, of course, he got 4 guys as well. They're not, no whack players or anything like that. But I may have to lean towards Team Steph, on this, because losing Boogie, that was a big loss. Losing Porzingis, that was an even bigger loss. John Wall, I mean, that's a loss, but, to me, the other 2 guys, are bigger losses, if you ask me. And then losing Kevin Love. That's a guy that's on your team. Y'all understand, how to play together and everything. So those 4 guys definitely plays a role in my decision. And I think they're going to be just scoring all night long.